Think semaglutide is a trendy weight loss hack, or maybe you heard it's only for celebrities. Wrong. The truth about semaglutide is buried under a mountain of myths, and that might be stopping you from transforming your health. Today, I'm exposing the top 7 biggest myths about semaglutide, and the last one might surprise you. Hi, I'm Dr. Carter with Modern Body Clinic, and we are weight loss experts. Let's get right into it. Myth number 1. Okay, great. Just another weight loss trend, right? Wrong. You might think semaglutide is just the latest diet craze destined to fade. Well, you're going to be seriously surprised. Let me break it down. Semaglutide is in a class of medication called GLP-1. For short, that's actually a longer name. This class of medication has been around for the last 12, 14 years in America. And first one, liraglutide, was utilized for diabetes. Now, since that medication been approved here, there has been a whole bunch of different clinical trials showing this class of medication being pretty effective for weight loss and pretty effective for diabetes as well. In fact, the average weight loss is around 15% in most of these trials. We do know it's quite effective, and this is over an extended period, along with many other benefits that this class of medications has shown. Myth number 2, semaglutide destroys your gut. Cue the dramatic music. Nausea, stomach issues, let's talk about it. There's a lot of chatter out there about semaglutide wrecking your gut. Is there any truth to this, or is it just blowing out of proportion? Well, definitely it's true that people can have side effects from semaglutide, and primarily are GI because of how the medication works. It does work by slowing your gut down and including your stomach. So you can certainly have nausea and constipation because of that. Diarrhea is possible, and certainly heartburn is possible. The thing that will make the most difference is going to be smaller meals. Lower fat meals are going to work better to avoid those side effects. Now, the other thing is that semaglutide does have anti-inflammatory effect. It actually is going to promote a healthier gut in general. Myth number 3. Think semaglutide is only for people who need to lose 50 pounds plus. Spoiler, this tool isn't about the number on the scale. It's about helping you break through no matter where you're starting. Semaglutide is FDA approved for people who have a B as low as 27.5 or greater if they have risk factors, and 30 if they don't have any risk factors. Now, certainly this can help with stubborn plateaus that people are trying to break through. Cravings are going to be often a problem for people. It's going to help diminish your appetite as well. It could be helpful for people who are not needing 50 pounds or more to lose. Myth number 4 is you become dependent on it. Once you start, you can't stop. Sounds scary, right? But is semaglutide really addictive, or is that just another weight loss myth meant to keep you skeptical? Okay, let me just set the record straight. Semaglutide and all medications in the GLP-1 category act on that one receptor. Now, it does not upregulate that receptor, meaning it does not make your body create more receptors. That is something that needs to happen in your body to create what's called dependency. Sometimes what happens is when a drug or medication is given that your body will create more receptors in response to that medication, your body somehow becomes dependent on it. Semaglutide does not do that. If you just stop the medications, you're not necessarily going to have withdrawal symptoms from that receptor not being acted on. Takeaway is that your body's not dependent on the medication at all. But if you want to maximize results, yes, we definitely want to be consistent in our diets. Myth number 5, it makes you lose weight instead of fat. You ever heard someone say, you're losing a lot of weight, but it's all muscle? Let's cut through that noise. Is semaglutide turning your biceps into spaghetti, or is that myth completely overhyped? Well, this is true of all weight loss, period. It doesn't matter if you're on medication or not, or you're doing intermittent fasting, or whatever mechanism you're using to lose weight. There is going to be a small percentage of muscle loss along with the protective. Now, there are some things you can do to help minimize the muscle loss or prevent it altogether. One is protein intake. Generally, I recommend to our clients they do anywhere from 0.5 to 1 gram per pound of body weight in regards to protein. If you weigh 200 pounds, minimum would be 100 grams of protein per day. It's shown in multiple studies to help prevent muscle loss. Another thing you can do, particularly if you're untrained, meaning like you never worked out before, is to some type of exercise, and even cardio, whatever, will help with preventing muscle loss. If you are trained, then you're going to have to have either high intensity training or resistance training to help prevent muscle loss. And for that too, there is a ton of data that supports preventing muscle loss when we're losing weight. Myth number 6, one size fits all. I think semaglutide is a magic pill that works perfectly for everyone. Well, I hate to break it to you, but no medication is one size fits all. But customizing your approach can unlock incredible results. Just like any other medication, semaglutide will work differently in an individual based on their genetics, their lifestyle, kind of what their diet has been and what it is now. Yes, it is a great tool, but it's certainly not a guarantee. Where the disclaimer results may vary. Myth number 7. It's a dangerous shortcut. I actually did have someone comment, is this dangerous? There are, again, a whole bunch of studies on semaglutide, hundreds of thousands of patient life years showing, one, that it's effective, but certainly it's safe. Even after it was approved and people utilize it in real life, there's no studies or data that we see that shows that semaglutide is dangerous, particularly about 2 concerns VA had, which was thyroid cancer, but a particular type called medullary thyroid cancer, and then also was concerned about in type 2, which is a cancer syndrome. Both of these are super rare, and there are a couple studies looking at if there's increased incidence, and there's no increased incidence. Other than the possible GI side effects, headaches or other side effects you can get from any medication, semaglutide is safe. Okay, I'm gonna give you a bonus myth. That bonus myth is it works without any effort. And again, this is something I heard from a client when they were talking about a friend where they were losing weight and not having to do anything different. Now, that may be true for that individual, and I do recommend though that one, that we are mindful of what we're eating and pay attention to our activity level, because if you are essentially eating the same foods and maybe just a little less, I can guarantee that you're going to regain the weight when you stop the medication, because the issue of the weight gain in the first place never got addressed. What can we do when we make so many dietary changes? Well, one, eat more protein, and I say that because most people in America, we don't eat enough protein. The other thing is more vegetables. Again, because Americans, our standard diet really doesn't have a lot of vegetables in it, particularly high in fiber. Okay, that's it for the myths, folks. If you learned something new, or I just saved you from believing in some celebrity nonsense, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.